A touchdown would win it. Dalvin Cook had an 81-yard touchdown earlier today to trigger the comeback, and he's got a nice gain in the first play of the OT.
We got to get back to Vaughn Miller, too. He was the one who really had kind of taken over that game at the end, got him into that 4th and 18 situation. Can he do something here for this Bills defense? Go back to what you were doing before. I mean, he was really starting to have an impact on that game late in the 4th quarter.
We had a sack that made it 4th down and 18. Looked like it was finished then. Then Jefferson with a one-handed catch. And so much since. Cook again. Dalvin Cook gets 8. 18 yards on the first 2 plays of the overtime for Cook, who's over 100 for the day.
That's a great job, because it didn't look like there was a whole lot there for Dalvin Cook. And to get him in a 2nd and short situation, do they become a little bit aggressive here and take a shot down the field?
You know who they'd love to take that to? Justin Jefferson, another monster day. Play action with his eyes downfield. Heaves it for Jefferson sideline. Did he get him down? He did, into Bills territory. Kirk Cousins, as he's getting hit, whips that ball across his body.
Here's the top of the route, leaning to the inside, gets outside of Dane Jackson, but this is all Kirk Cousins. This is phenomenal. He's got Ed Oliver bearing down on him. I don't even know how he got enough on that.
I don't know how could be the title of the story of the Vikings in 2022.
Or the last 2 minutes of this game and the start of overtime.
From the 43, a touchdown wins it. Flag down. And a false start.
False start. Offense. Number 64. 5-yard penalty. First down.
And that's Blake Brandel again, who's in the game because Christian Darrisaw's out. Kevin O'Connell trying to become just the 7th coach ever to win 8 of his first 9 games as a head coach. 37 years old, the right touch for this Vikings team this year. Cousins in trouble. That one flutters. That was a backwards pass. And the Vikings are lucky Cook thought to get on top of it. A.J. Epinesa got to Cousins.
I mean, that was literally right down the yard line from our booth, and it was definitely backwards after the deflection. I don't know if it's the wind that moves it that way, because it wasn't at the beginning of that throw. He was trying to get it forward, but it's definitely blown backwards.
There's a slider over there. 2nd and 22. Cousins into traffic and incomplete. Flags fly. Christian Benford covering Justin Jefferson.
Pass interference. Defense, number 47. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. First down.
He's working with Adam Thielen at the release, but is able to drop back and help out with Justin Jefferson. Just gets there early, makes contact. Again, you don't have your eyes back. You're not tracking the football.
Justin Jefferson, 170 yards today, including an iconic catch to keep their hopes alive in the 4th quarter. From the 36-yard line with a fresh set of downs, here comes Dalvin Cook. Cook cuts it back. Dalvin Cook a first down to the 25. He's had all kinds of room in this OT.
Really nice vision by Dalvin Cook, because a lot of times this play is going to the edge. He sees the blocking up front and really winds it all the way back to where the play started.
Everybody said prove it. 7-1, but prove it. Go into Buffalo and do what you've been doing. Vikings trying to do just that. Touchdown would win it. Cousins floating. Osborne incomplete. Coverage from Johnson.
And you know the other part about that prove it theory, if Josh Allen doesn't play and they come here and they win, they're still not going to get credit for it. They're going to get the same thing they said about Miami. You beat Miami, but Tua wasn't starting that day.
Yeah, they got Allen and they got Buffalo full strength.
If you wanted a signature win and the Minnesota Vikings pull this off, you've got it. They are legit at 8-1, and there are no more questions to be answered.
I think regardless of the outcome, you got to say they're legit at this point, huh?
Right, it's not necessarily the outcome anymore. Just the way they've bounced back, the resiliency that they had playing against what many consider to be the Super Bowl favorite.
Here comes Cook. The hole was plugged, and he was dropped. Boogie Basham there first, and then Oliver and Phillips. And it's 3rd and long.
Some of those guys inside again, Ed Oliver, Jordan Phillips, those big bodies that they brought in to create these passing situations. The 3rd and long so they can turn Von Miller loose off the edge.
Josh Allen hoping for his chance. Timeout, Minnesota.
First overtime charge timeout, Minnesota.
Again here, 9 catches for 170 yards. They might need him again on 3rd and 10. Jefferson up at the top, defended by Dane Jackson. Cousins steps into it, wants Jefferson and has him. 1st down and goal for the Vikings. Justin Jefferson shows up again, 24 yards.
Again, the coverage is pretty darn good. Watch this, he's underneath, but he just can't get his head around fast enough. It's late right there. And Kirk Cousins is putting these balls in unbelievable locations.
Letting it rip and trusting that he's got one of the best in the world out there waiting on it. Career high, 194 yards for Justin Jefferson. Will Josh Allen get a chance? Vikings again on the doorstep. It's Delvin Cook, pulled down in the backfield. Matt Milano this time.
Nice job by Matt Milano right there, and that was one of the things that Kevin O'Connell shared with us. We talked to him about getting the run game going, and he said, hey, I know a lot of people talk about it, but last week they didn't have Matt Milano. You know, you watch when they struggle a little bit, he's not in there on that side of the ball. He felt like the return of Matt Milano, they were going to eliminate a lot of those issues.
Play clock down to 3. On 2nd and goal, Cousins looks to throw. He is sacked back at the 15. Ed Oliver. And it's 3rd and goal.
It's been the interior guys making all the plays late 4th quarter and early here in overtime.
Here's that D line for the Bills that slammed the door at the end of regulation. Here they're trying to get the ball back to their superstar quarterback. 3rd down and goal. Cousins. End zone. Incomplete. And the Bills have forced a field goal. Once again, Darryl, the Vikings had it down inside the 5, had a chance to finish the job and couldn't.
Big plays by the Buffalo defense, a tackle for a loss on the run, the sack by Ed Oliver after that.
So it's Greg Joseph for a 33-yarder. He's missed an extra point today. Vikings take the lead. 3:42 to go. Here comes Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.